Hello! Well, over the last month and a half or so, I've been working my way through this packet of stamps, and I've already done 3 videos showing those searches. Now I reckon if I keep carrying on that way, we'll end up with about 20 videos, and I don't really want to do that. I want to speed up the process. So what I propose to do is empty the contents of this packet and search through the stamps myself off camera. And then if I find anything interesting, I'll bring you guys back and we'll check those stamps out. This is going to take me quite some time, so I'll get back to you when I've finished. Although for you, sat there at home watching this video, it will be instantaneous. Alright, I'll see you in a second. As I mainly collect stamps from Great Britain, that's what I was searching for in the packet, as well as British Commonwealth issues. So I've pulled out the ones I like or thought were interesting, and we'll have a quick look at what I've got. And that would be a big fat 0 on the Great Britain stamps. But let's start with these. So many stamps from India covering Edward VII's reign, George V, and then finally George VI's reign. It's pointless me showing you them individually as there's so many. I just kind of clumped them up like this. And I did find a few higher definitive issues and a few commemoratives. Stamps from Ceylon were represented. I found 5 from Edward VII's reign and a whole bunch from George V's reign. Stamps from South Africa are also getting in on the act. And if you've watched any of my previous 3 videos where I searched this packet, you'll remember that there were loads of Indian and South African stamps that I found those times around. In this little bunch, we've got our first Queen Victoria stamp, 2 Cape of Good Hopes, a small collection from Edward VII's reign representing Natal and the Transvaal, and finally 3 from George V's reign, when South Africa was known as the Union of South Africa. Stamps from the Straits Settlements are up next, a few from Edward VII, a couple from George V, and there George VI. But my favourite is this cracking 10-cent example from George V's reign. Now we'll blast through some Commonwealth examples which were only represented by 1 or 2 stamps, starting with this one from Sierra Leone. Jamaica. Hong Kong. A damaged stamp from Malta, and another damaged stamp from Trinidad and Tobago. 2 Queen Victoria stamps now, one from Hong Kong and the other from Malta. And finally, my favourite stamp from this little collection, a $1 stamp from Singapore from George VI's reign. I did find a load more Commonwealth stamps, and here they are in this tub, but far too many for me to show you. But you get the idea. This final selection of stamps are plucked from different countries around the world, and I'm going to start with these 7 from Egypt. Now take a look at that lovely postmark there, which clearly says Suez. The stamp itself is not brilliant, but the postmark is the standout feature for me. And speaking of postmarks, look at this beauty here, straight from the Big Apple. A more modern example now from 1972. I like the look of this one just because it had the image of the stag on the front, and that reminded me of my examples from my Borneo collection. 2 more stamps from the US now, which I found kind of interesting and quirky. Take a bite out of crime on the left there, and a stamp celebrating stamp collecting. How cool are they? I found this awesome French stamp which shows these two penguins on the front here. Maybe rock hoppers? I don't know. I'm not really up on my penguins. You may be, so do let me know in the comment section below. And then finally, this stamp from India, which is celebrating the first Asian Games, which took place in 1951. I'll have to do my research and find out what that was all about. Alright, that just about wraps up this particular stamp search. Here are a few others from that packet that I never got around to showing you guys. I've really enjoyed this particular hunt, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at the stamps with me. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Hit the like button, as that really helps the video, and do turn on that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching if you have, and until the next one, bye for now.